This is Kirby's Kickoff, powered by Frederick County Parks and Recreation. Now pleased to be joined by state championship winning head coach for the Strasburg Rams, Tripp, defeating Glenvar in the Class 2 state championship game this past Saturday. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations to you and your team. How have the past couple of days been since winning the state title? Because I know there is a ton of support coming your way and from the community and your players.
Yeah, it's been great. I think I've been busier the last 2 days than I was before winning the state championship with, everything going on and everybody wanting to talk and meet me and come see me and things like that. But, it's about the kids. I'm so happy for them guys. They work so hard. I mean, you've been along all season. You've seen how hard they worked and how well they played. And I'm just so happy for those guys.
Coach, it was sort of the same story the year prior, getting yourselves into a hole. But this year, not scoring any points in the first quarter, fumbling the ball twice, your team overcame that adversity. As a coach, seeing what your team was able to accomplish after fumbling the ball early in the first quarter, what stood out to you about the resilience of your team at Salem and eventually securing the victory?
Well, last year I think we kind of ducked our heads a little bit when a couple bad things happened early. And, I just knew that was not going to be this group's story. I knew that they had that they were going to have more to say about their senior year than that. And, it was just great. Down 12, I really didn't feel all that bad about it. Obviously I knew we were going to have to play better, but, in the last three quarters of the game to score 49 points on a team like Glenvar, I mean, that was just amazing.
And, their quarterback for Glenvar, 4-year starter, he was able to go out and do some things, but defensively, you were able to bring some pressure that helped with that. How huge was that aspect in the state title game, that you were able to generate pressure on a pretty well-known quarterback down in that area?
It was extremely important, and that was our game plan the whole time, was to let our defensive line and sticking a linebacker in there every now and then be the best defense against the deep ball. Our guys in the secondary did a great job, but we knew going in that we had to keep his feet moving and we had to get him on his back a couple times, and that's just what we did.
And offensively and defensively for your squad, minus that first quarter, it seemed like the trenches a big part in your playmakers doing great things, as we have talked about week in and week out. How huge was that your team performed at the highest level for this Strasburg Rams squad one final time, securing the state title?
It's just a great feeling. I mean, there's no feeling like it. And, like I said, I'm just so happy for our community, but I'm just so happy for our kids. I mean, they deserved it. They laid it all out there. They put in the work, and at the end of the day, they held the trophy high, so it was great.
Coach, how'd that Gatorade feel after winning?
It felt great. It felt great. I mean, it's everything I've ever dreamed of. It was awesome.
Tell me about the community support all year. I know Strasburg and the Strasburg faithful have consistently provided a lot of support to your football team. And just the culmination of this entire season, what does that mean to you and the staff?
It means everything to us. We knew that, Glenvar was, 5 minutes down the road. So we knew it was essentially a home game for them. But we knew that there was going to be plenty of purple there getting rowdy as well. And that's been Strasburg since I've got here 18 years ago, is they travel, they cheer, and they love the Rams.
So, Coach, looking broad picture at the whole season, your only loss in the regular season coming to Broadway. After that loss, did you feel that there was something within your team that they were going to propel to a massive winning streak to end the regular season in so much success through the playoffs, ending with a state title victory? Take me through that side of things.
Yeah, after we lost to Broadway there, there was a definite shift in focus within our team. I think the guys felt like that, they hadn't really been having the approach that they needed to win a state championship. And, that loss was a blessing because that was really, really something that propelled us mentally into going to work every day the way we needed to go.
So, Coach Lamb, I know now emotions are still pretty high. The community just full force supporting the Strasburg Rams team. I know we've talked about it before, week in and week out. After the victory, the next day, you're focused on the next opponent. I would imagine you have a little bit more time on your hands to celebrate this state championship win before the preparation for the next season upcoming. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to, at least get through Christmas and wait till we get back in school after Christmas break before we really start dialing in on next year. It's such a long season when you make it to this point. You don't even hardly get to catch your breath, and then you win it, and then the next week it's Christmas time. So we're going to take a couple weeks off, but we won't take too much time off, and we'll be all in on 2026.
In the off season, per usual, I would imagine an off season on field and weight training program per usual. Just take me through that as you prepare for the next group of Strasburg Rams to maybe have another shot at another state title.
Well, we graduate a lot, but we're really excited about what we have returning. There are some guys that in a typical year would have started that didn't get to play much this year just because we were so good in some other spots. So we really like what we've got coming back, and I can't wait to see what them guys do next year when it's their time to shine.
The Strasburg Rams have reached the mountaintop, winning the Class II state championship with a big victory over Glenvar this past Saturday. The Kirby on Sports had Strasburg covered from the preseason all the way to the postseason in the state title game, and much appreciate the time from the head coach of the Strasburg Rams, Tripp, for his time week in and week out on Kirby's Kickoff. Coach Lamb, an honor and a pleasure getting the chance to cover Strasburg Rams football. I appreciate your time. Wishing you all the best this offseason and looking forward to catching up with you next year, sir.
Thanks, Josh. Merry Christmas, buddy.